Hi guys, welcome to Intermediate Advanced Acro with Miss Jessie, and my assistant is Miss Ayden. She is in our advanced class. I am going to make sure that I keep things reasonable for you to be able to do at home comfortably. Make sure that you clear out anything around you. We are also going to do class on a yoga mat because most people have yoga mats at home. If you don't have a yoga mat, you can get like a thicker blanket or something to lay out. The next thing that we're going to use is a pillow, and we're also going to use yoga blocks. Will you run and get the 2 yoga blocks from the purple one, please? We're going to use yoga blocks. So if you have yoga blocks at home, fantastic. If you don't have yoga blocks at home, don't stress. You can also stack up some books. The yoga blocks are really good for when we're doing splits to the front. It helps keep your hips square and holding yourself up, okay? So we're gonna try to run class. It will not be normal. Obviously, I know more people are gonna have more room in their house versus others. Plus, safety is a concern with acro. I am not going to tell you to push yourself past what you are comfortable. You don't have anybody to spot you at home. So if you are unable to go down into a bridge unassisted, please make sure that you don't do that. Yep, sit it right there. There are a couple of things that you can do at home, and we'll go over it, where you walk down the bridge on the wall. If there are parents that are comfortable with assisting with that or spotting that, I'm going to show you how you can spot. I'm going to do a few things to show you how to spot your child at home. But other than that, do not attempt to do anything that you're not comfortable with. This video will stay up. Obviously, we're going to post a video every week. A lot of the stuff for acro, though, stays predominantly the same. Today we're really going to focus on bridges because this is something that you can make sure that you're doing at home. Some of the things that we're going to do trickle into the more advanced class. The advanced class kids, they're going to have a harder time working on things at home, so I'm going to try and give them a little bit through this, okay? The first thing that's important to do is warm up, and we are going to do that together, okay? A lot of the classes for me, if you have ever had class with me, you know it's a lot of conditioning and a lot of warming up. Strong bodies equals safe bodies because we don't want to get hurt. Again, my biggest thing is making sure that we stay safe, especially staying safe at home. So once you have a yoga mat out, once you have your blocks or your books, and make sure that you have a pillow for headstands. We're getting ready to do headstands too. If you can do headstands on your own without a pillow, great, but we're going to use the pillow too to kind of show you how to do both. All right, guys, we're going to start with our hands on our hips. Separate from me a little bit so we don't hit each other. We're going to start with jumping jacks. We're going to do 8 jumping jacks and then 8 run in place, 8 jumping jacks and 8 run in place. We're going to do that through 4 times. Here we go. You ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 more times. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Shake it out. Walk it out. And I forgot to say, make sure you have water. And do you have your drink? Do you need anything? No? Good. All right. Feet apart. Arms out. Circles with your arms. 1, 2, 3. These are forward. 6, 7, 8. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Big forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Backwards. Fix those arms. They're sloppy. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Roll your wrists out, standing. Excellent. Take your right arm and pull it across. And switch. Good. Make sure you're standing up tall. Arms up. Drop an elbow and grab it. Good. And switch. Drop that elbow and grab it. Excellent. Hands down. Head is looking down to your center and up to the sky. And down to your center and up to the sky. And down and up. One more time. Down and up. Good. Look left and right. Left, right. Left, right. Left, right. One more. Now you're going to listen. Listen. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Feet parallel, right underneath your shoulders. We're going to squat. Here we go. We've got 16, and then 16 pulses, and then 8, and then 8 pulses. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and we go. 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Good. And 16 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Stretch it up and take it forward. Don't turn those knees in. Those knees. Bring your feet down just a little bit. There you go. And roll it up. Here we go. At 8. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. And stretch it forward again. Roll it up. Good. Shake it out. Excellent job, guys. All right. So we have done our squats and we've stretched our arms out just a little bit. We're going to take it down to the floor. And it's crunches time. I'm going to turn to the side just a little bit. Ayden, turn to the other side. Yep, just like that. Here we go. We're not going to hit, are we? Nope, we're not. All right, so with crunches, making sure that you're pressing your center into the floor, and your shoulders are rounding up and off the floor, okay? No tension in your neck. Here we go. Scoot that way, son. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reach with your hands. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Good. Stretch it out. Take it up. Good, and sit up. Excellent. So 25 crunches. All right, now we're gonna give me 15 push-ups. Are you ready to do this? Yep, so Ayden's gonna do foot push-ups for you. Long way facing this way. Biggest thing with push-ups is making sure that your hands are not too far wide. They're right underneath your shoulders. Your feet are straight out. Your back is straight. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe. 5, 6. She's already had to do these once today. 7, 8, 9, 10. Go as far as you can. 11. Good. 12. Almost done. 13, 14, 15. Good. Shake it out. Excellent. Facing, let me see your child's pose. Stretching the hands out in front and lengthen. Now push it out to your cobra. Good. Shoulders down, lifting up and out of the small of your back. Try to keep your hips on the floor. Hips pressing forward. Now rock it back into a child's pose again. Good. And back out to your cobra. Good. Now once you're here, right arm up. Long. And down. Other arm up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Really reach to that sky. And down. Good. Now seal. Touch your toes to your head. Go as far as you can. There you go. Breathe. Point those feet. And rock back into your child's pose. Good job. Nice and long. Lengthening through your spine and making sure that your feet and your ankles are pressing onto the ground. Some kids like to show me a sickle foot. Some kids sickle their feet like this on the floor, and they need to make sure that they're pressing flat. All right, come back out to your cobra and grab your feet. Let me see your bracelet. And arch up. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come down. Good. Now flip it over. So this is more in the intermediate range. We're going to rock and roll and stand up 5 times. Okay? Rock, arms up, all the way straight above your head. Go. Rock. This just stretches your back out. Don't cross your feet like Ayden just did. 3, and up. Really push through. Go. 4, and up. Good. Breathe. And 5, and up. All right, guys. Now it's time for bridges. Okay? So, for my parents that are comfortable with assisting their child, if you cannot do a bridge unassisted, so Ayden, face this way, arms up. So a bridge unassisted means that the child can do it on their own. Go. That is an unassisted bridge. She can go down and come back up. All right? Now, for my kiddos that cannot do that, that's just fine. Have a seat. Make sure that you're down. You press your hands into the floor. You want to push through your feet first, baby bridge first, and then press through those shoulders. Look back at your hands, pushing to get your shoulders over top of your hands. Ayden's back isn't that flexible, but she's trying. All right, come down, rock and roll. So we want to make sure that we rock and roll in between because that kind of helps decompress the spine and relaxes everything back out. Okay, so stand up. So for my parents that are comfortable with spotting, I'm going to go over this really quickly. There's a couple of ways to do it. If your child is a lot smaller than you, arms up, you can assist them from the front and look back. I am holding her, hang on, stand up really quick. I'm holding her right here at her shoulder blades. and I'm kind of pressing into her shoulders. She's gonna arch back, go this way. And I'm holding her down. I assist her down, and then she rocks and pushes up, and I assist her up, okay? If your child is bigger than you and you're comfortable with assisting, you're gonna assist from the side. So she's looking up, arms are square, feet are right underneath your hips and your shoulders. Everything has to be nice and square. Face the front really quick so you can see. Everything has to be square, okay? Feet really wide, that's not good. Arms really wide, that's not good. This one likes to do wide arms. Sometimes I have to fuss at her a lot. All right, turn around. All right, so I'm gonna assist her from the side. I am literally just taking my arm in and I'm hugging her and holding her, supporting her shoulders, and then I have her to the front to her belly. Go. She comes over my arm, she's down, I hold her, I assist her shoulders, and I lift her back up. It's important that you support the shoulders and not so much the small of the back, all right? But if you guys can do bridges on your own, great. If you can do them from the floor, that's what I need to see you doing, or you need to be doing, okay? So we're gonna do 5 bridges, and I'm gonna have you do 2 of them coming from the floor, and then 3 of them standing up. So lay down. All right, so your first bridge, here we go. Push up, hold it, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come down, rock and roll. Good. And push back up. Push it up and hold it, squeeze, breathe. Now for my advanced students, they need to be getting their feet together. Bring them together, kid. And she's got to start working on straightening her knees. This is something she's actually weak in. She's got to work on. Rock and roll. It's just because her little back's not that flexible. She's strong, but not flexible. All right, rock and roll again. One more time. Good, and stand up. Arms up. Yep, bridge back and come up. If you can, bridge back and come up. Please do so. Go. Bridging back and coming up. Good. Bridging back and coming up. Woo, breathe. And one more. Here we go. Bridge back and come up. All right. So the next thing that I want to do with you guys, because we're getting ready to do some more bridges and working on strengthening our arm, waving our hand, and lifting our legs. But before we get into that, one thing that's really good for you guys to work on and learn how to do, especially if you're at home, and this is easy, this is not something that you're going to need assistance from your parents, it's a hinge. I want you to work on hinging up, because understanding how to push through your hips and pushing your hips forward and actually hinging and rolling up is extremely important to being able to stand up in your bridge unassisted. So Ayden's going to sit on her bottom. Her feet are slightly apart, just the same. I mean, they can go just a little bit wider than your shoulders. The next thing is you want to push with your strong arm, okay? So for Ayden, she's going to push with her right arm. Her left arm is going to reach towards the sky, all right? And as she does this, she's going to push through the floor and hinge and roll her body up, okay? What is important is making sure that, here, do it on the hard floor. Okay. What is important is making sure that you're pushing through this arm and this shoulder. This arm is actually reaching and pushing up and out and away. It's like a counterbalance. Go. Push. Yep. Good. One more time. Ready? Feet in, hips. Okay? So, thinking about that seesaw and what happens with a seesaw, one side goes down, the other needs to come up. It's kind of the same concept. As your hips are pressing forward, your body is rolling up with it. You also need to think about, don't sit your weight back in your heels. You have to transfer the weight as you come up to your toes. So watch Ayden again, and you'll notice her feet. She's going to rock and push the weight into her toes as she's coming up and forward. If not, if you keep your weight in your heels, it's going to make you fall straight back down or rock backwards, okay? So, hinges. That's a great way for you to practice. Standing up from your bridge at home unassisted, okay? All right, so more bridges. Are you ready? Get a sip of water really quick. All right, so this next run that we're gonna do, we're still focusing on bridging. We'll work on strengthening our arms and our legs. These are both things that you can do at home, that if you're strong in your bridge, it is just fine if you don't have a teacher helping you, okay? Again, make sure that you stay safe. Don't do something that you're not comfortable with. All right, lay down and face your head that way. All right, so we're gonna lay down, we're gonna push up into our bridge, and we're gonna wave one arm. Go, wave it and down, switch, wave it and down, switch, wave it and down, switch, wave it and down. Tuck and roll, rock and roll, good job. Excellent job. One more time. Good job. Okay, so lifting up your arms. The next thing is shoulder taps. She's going to go back to her bridge, but as she picks her arm up, she's just going to tap her shoulder and take her hand back down. Tap, 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 tap. Okay? So let me turn this a little bit more so they can see it. I think that's better. Yep. All right, here we go. Good job. Push up into your bridge. Good. Shoulder taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Come down, rock and roll. Excellent. Good job. All right, take a second and roll your wrists out. Got just a few more bridges. Yep, so Ayden's gonna sit on her knees and she's gonna face her fingers forward. Let's stretch our wrists out. Rock forward, she's gonna push forward on those wrists. Good. Now take them out to the side, rock back and forth. Good job. Good job. Now, take them out, turn your fingers to face back towards your body, and then sit back in it, and you're stretching through the back side of your wrist. Good job. Arms out, sitting on your knees. You're going to stretch that arm across again, because we're on our arms a lot right this second. Keep them stretched out. And switch. Good. Arms up and back. Good, and switch. Excellent. All right, so back to bridges and now to legs. Some people are not quite ready for certain aspects of this, but we're going to go through several things, okay? From a more of a beginner to an intermediate to an advanced, all right? So if you're not able to do this quite yet, just do the best that you can, all right? The first thing that we're going to start with is from our bridge position, we're going to take our leg and we're going to lift it into a passe and down. Lift our leg into a passe and down, and all the passe is you're touching that toe to that knee, okay? Making sure that we are not sickling our foot. Sickled feet are not good. We're pressing it towards our leg, okay? In that bridge position, we're going to pick that foot up, all right? Don't wrap it around the back of your leg, because what happens when you wrap that foot around the back of your leg is it buckles that knee, okay? This time your head's going to go this way, because I want them to be able to see your legs, all right? So we're going to do 4 passes. She's going to push up and passe. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Good. Come down, rock and roll. Excellent. And everybody can do these, whatever level you're at. All right, this time she's going to take it out, and she's going to extend a leg out in a tendu, and then she's going to do a baby lift. We're going to do 4 on the right, and then switch feet, 4 on the left. So a batma or a kick, it can be as low or as high as you need it to be, whatever you're comfortable with. And push up, extend your leg out, and kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Come down, rock and roll. All right, so for the kids that are just a little bit more advanced, you're going to actually add a jump to that, okay? So as your leg is extended, extended, and as you kick, the higher that leg gets to that 90 degrees, and really the intermediate kids should be able to do this because this helps strengthen those lower abdominal muscles, getting them ready for back walkovers, and pushing through the leg, getting ready to kick over in that back walkover. This is extremely important. This is definitely something that you can do while we are not in the studio to keep your body moving and get your body ready for moving forward, okay? All right, so I am actually going to assist her just a little bit with this because we've been at this for a while this morning, and I know she's getting tired. All right, so she's going to push out, push up to her bridge. She's going to touch that leg and extend it, and when she kicks, she's going to push. Okay, go. Good. Other side, kick. Good. 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 All right, come down. Now, for any parents that are willing to spot your child through that, literally all I do is hold them by the small of their back and support them there. Turn to the side and do it. Yeah. So I can check up this way. Yep, you're good. Go ahead. So I've got her by the small of her back. Push up. I'm here. Her leg is extended, and she is pushing. Now, I could support the other leg underneath it. This side's just a little bit easier to support. But the biggest thing is supporting the small of the back, okay? Good, kiddo? Yep. All right. The next thing for the more advanced kids is the prancing and passe. You ready for that? She said, all right, you ready? Here we go. Push up. And hit that passe. Now prance. Prance. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Come down. You're tired, right? It's okay. Rock and roll. Good job. Excellent. But the prancing is that same concept. It's pushing off of the floor and changing legs. It's also really good for your arms and for your shoulder strength as well, okay? Anybody willing to try this and you haven't quite gotten there yet, go for it, all right? Okay, off the bridges, we're gonna take the last few minutes of class, because like I said, I wanna keep you safe in your home and give you things that you are capable of working on without teachers, and things that your parents will be comfortable with you working on at home as well. So, we are gonna do L handstands, turn. If you have enough room in your home to do L handstands and handstands, please do so. Most people have enough room in their living room. If you slide stuff back, my house is teeny tiny, like 900 square feet tiny, and we tumble in the living room all the time, okay? She dances in my living room and tumbles in my living room. So, L handstands, again, arms are out, extended from the shoulder. Whatever foot is your strong foot, she's a lefty, okay? So hands are down, she hits that L position and comes up, arms finished up. And then takes it forward, and L handstand, up and down. Good. And again, L and down. Try to get your shoulders and hips in line, okay? Push your hips to in line with your shoulders. Ready? And again, up. Good. And come up. Nice. Now, if you are at a full handstand, you can work on those at home. If your parents are okay with that, let's just do a few. Full handstand and squeeze. Nice. Arms up. 2. Try to hold it. 3. And if you're a parent and you're willing to spot, you can support them, making sure that their body is nice and straight. She's got just a little bit of a sway in her back. We work on that with her. Okay? All right, you ready? One more. Up. Good. Shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Okay, handstands are done. Now we're going to go to the fun stuff. Headstands. Yeah? Yep. So, are you going to leave your hair up, or are you going to pull it down a little bit? Is it going to be fine? Okay. So, if you are fine with doing your headstand without a pillow, you are more than welcome to do that, okay? For some people, a yoga mat is just okay. For others, if you want to give yourself just a little bit more cushion, and I'm going to be quite honest with you, the mats that we have, I mean, they're not much softer than a yoga mat on the floor. So a pillow is actually really, really soft. I'm just trying to encourage you to be really, really careful at home, okay? So you can use a pillow. When you use the pillow, just make sure, I'm going to show them with this, hold my glasses. Make sure that your hands go to either side, okay? Here. I know for myself, I actually find it a little bit more difficult with the pillow. What I find difficult is getting the control in my neck that you need when you're doing handstands, because you do have to lift and push out of your shoulders and out of your arms. That takes the pressure and the weight off of your neck. So if you want to use a pillow, you can. We are not. Are you ready? Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do is work on tripods. Now, with a tripod, Ayden's going on into it. I'm actually going to have her come down. For the tripod, you need to think about a triangle, okay? It's a triangle with your body. So your hands are out. Your head is the point, okay? It's right in the middle. The next thing is you're going to balance, so turn your body to the side a little bit so they can see it. This way. Yeah, turn this way. Sorry guys, trying to get it to where you can see her and what she's doing. Hang on, turn on the angle. I want them to see where you put, yeah, let's do that. Where you put your knees at. So she's here, she's going to push and lift up her bottom. But before we go to this, Ayden, for our kiddos that haven't gotten this yet, the first thing that I want you to do is take your feet and stretch them out and try to get your back as straight as you possibly can. Huh? Hurts your head. Yeah. It just does because you're used to doing it the other way. So once you're here, finding that balance, lifting one knee up and the other knee up and holding. So she just said it hurts my head. It hurt her head because she wasn't pushing through her arms properly, because it was a position she's not used to. Again, the more you support yourself and the more you push through your arms, you should be able to sit in this position all day long. This is called a tripod, okay? The next thing that you can work on at home is a teddy bear, all right? So, come down off your head for just a second. Woo, right? All right, I'm going to get you to turn completely to the side when you do this, okay? So, it's the exact same tripod position, okay? And from that position, you can either get into it two ways. You can go from the tripod and then bring your knees in, or you can just go straight into the teddy bear. A teddy bear is literally just pulling your knees in together and you're in a tuck position, holding it. And she's got nice, pretty pointed feet. Her back is nice and straight. Excellent. Hold that as long as you can and come down. Good. Check it out. Once you are used to that teddy bear position, okay, there's a couple of ways that you can get into a full extended headstand, okay? One of the things that you can do that I'm actually going to show you really quickly is doing it against a wall at home if you're not all the way there. So Ayden's going to show you fully extended in the center really quick. All right, go for it. Yep, both feet up. Up. Good. Take it into the teddy bear. Good. And from that teddy bear, she's going to push it straight up. Look at the control. She can hold this all day long, bringing it into a tuck and up. Good. That is why all those crunches and all that conditioning is so important, okay? It all comes from your core and making sure that you can push through your arms. So, if you're not quite there yet, that is okay.
I go into a straddle.
Huh? I know, she goes into a straddle. But you can take it from the teddy bear and push it straight up with your legs up like what she did. Or you can try to kick it up. Will you try to kick it up? I almost find kicking it up a little bit harder because it's difficult to control. The thing with a headstand is you want to make sure that you have plenty of control. Okay? Go back to it again. See, when she kicks it up, now she's pretty strong, so she can control that. But for a lot of kiddos and a lot of people, when they go to kick it up, they kick too hard and they kick over, okay? Which is why, like that, which is why going into that teddy bear position first, do it from the teddy bear. Going into the teddy bear first and then pushing it straight up from that piped position is one of the best ways to get into your headstand to begin with. Come down. Because until you learn that control, you risk flipping over, which isn't good for your neck, okay? So the next thing that you can do at home, we're gonna take it back to the wall, and you might be able to see us good. I hope so. All right, so if you have a wall or a door at home, let me see if I can slide this closer. Sorry, guys. I'm going to carry you with me for just a second, okay? All right, Ayden's laughing. That's funny. Okay, so let's turn it to the side a little bit so we can see it. All right, so she's at the wall. Again, I'm trying to give you things that you can do at home that you feel safe doing, okay? I do this at home on my front door. I do. So I use my front door because I actually have a really, really tiny house and I don't have a lot of wall space. So I use my door. But she's going to go down. She's going to do the tripod position. It's the same thing. And then she's going to put her feet together and walk them up the wall and squeeze. The biggest thing that's important is making sure that you're pushing through your arms and pushing through your shoulders. That keeps your neck extended and not crunched. What typically hurts and makes them sore is the crunching of that neck. Her feet are on the wall, she's engaging her core, she's balancing, and then she can come down. Okay, so one more time on the wall. Ready? Tripod position. And she's taking it up. She's a little bit further away from the wall this time, that's okay. And she holds. Good, and come down. So that's our headstands at home. So for my kiddos that are more advanced, let's pull this out just a little bit. So for my kiddos that are more advanced, you know what to do, okay? You guys are gonna do your elbow stands. Elbow stands, actually, let's go ahead and do elbow stands for everybody, Ayden, okay? I kind of like the video right here, it's not as bright. So, elbow stands. Today is obviously all about bridges and handstands. Elbow stands, okay? Same thing as a handstand, you're just on your elbows. The important thing for it is you're making sure you're pressing through your shoulders. It's all about the shoulders. Arms are flat on the floor, okay? And again, they are square right underneath your shoulders, all right? The next thing is you're going to look at your hands. There are two different ways to do a handstand, standing up. It's a curved handstand and a straight. A straight handstand is when your head remains in between your arms and you are actually physically looking back. A curved handstand is when you're looking at your hands, okay? That's the only difference, because when you're looking at your hands, if you think about it, it actually makes your back curve just a little bit, okay? So for our elbow handstands, we are gonna work on looking at our hands for that more curved position, okay? She's gonna take it out more, almost like you're doing a downward dog in yoga. Take your feet out. And once you get used to practicing it here, both legs straight, okay, pushing through your shoulder, walk your feet in closer and get your hips up higher. It's hard, isn't it? Yeah. All right, so from here, looking at those hands, she's gonna practice kicking up and down. Now what you can do is work on that L position first. So work on the L elbow handstands first. L and down. And again, L and down. And again, L and down and L, and not over. And kick your Aunt Jessie in the head. All right, do it again. All the joys of being a tumble instructor. All right, L and down. One of the things that she's working on is we have to make sure these hips are over your shoulders. Once your hips get over your shoulders, you can hold any position. All right, you ready? Go. Hips up and over. Get back over. Good. All right, my more advanced kids working on their double stag. Use that double stag position. Come on, you can hold it. Good. And again. And over. Excellent. Nice. Okay, double stag, single leg stag. Okay, can I see your single leg stag? Actually do that from your handstand position. Double stag, single leg stag. Up. One more time.
Double.
Double. You gotta work on getting those hips over those shoulders. And down. Good. Nice. All right, shake it out. All right, kiddos. So we have bridges that we can work on at home. We have elbow handstands that we're gonna work on at home and handstands that we're gonna work on at home. Excellent. Next week, I'm gonna add on to that and give you several more things that I feel like you will be comfortable with on a yoga mat, working at home independently. And the next thing is you can't forget to stretch. So come into your right leg split, please. We're gonna make sure that we stretch at the end because that's when your body is the warmest. And this is when these yoga blocks are gonna come into play. And we are gonna do more with yoga blocks, but see for her, she's not all the way down. So she's gonna put a yoga block at each hand, and that's gonna help her keep her hips nice and square. It's okay. Yeah. Keeping that foot extended and pointed. Hold that split. Good. Good, and turn. Hold your straddle. Use this mat, use this block. Yep, use it in the middle. Hands in the middle, feet out, and straddle out. Holding yourself up. I like to have the kids aim their knees to the sky and sit their bottom down as far as they can go. Rolling your knees forward is just a different position. The goal is for you to hold it like a minute, okay? A minute to 2 minutes, put on a song. All right, go ahead and do left side. Good. Okay. She's a little bit stronger on her left, but she's still going to use that yoga block to help her stay squared. Again, because the more squared you can get your body and elevate that split just a little bit to keep that squared position, it's actually going to help you push further to the floor. Keeping that back nice and straight and that toe pointed. All right, come up, Miss Ayden. You got it? All right, guys, really good. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we hope to see you soon. We love you all and miss you.